Yo, what's up guys, it's Mag from the Rockets Game Corner, and I am here with week 1 of the Indigo League of Legends playoffs. The playoffs? Yes, we did make the playoffs. We are the #1 seed out of the Moon Division, so we're looking pretty good. It's been a very, very stacked season. I'm very happy to have came out on top as far as the regular season goes. However, we have a ton of work that we still have to do in the playoffs, and I want to take home back-to-back championships. That is the dream right now. That is the goal, and that has been the goal since day one, and we're going to work towards that. I'm going to show you guys the fire, the flames, the heat that I am bringing this week as far as my sets. Yes, I'm going to steal that from MV. I don't give a damn. But that'll be in a second. This week we are going up against the real August and his squad of threatening Pokemon, which you can see on the left: Manectric, Slowbro, Goodra, Gallade, Swampert, Cradily, Escavalier, Togetic, Lando T, Mandibuzz, Muck, and Ambipom. Those 5 below are the 5 that I think he's for sure bringing, and that 6th spot could be Swampert, it could be Cradily, or it could be the Gallade. The Gallade, honestly, is the thing I'm scared of the most. I really don't want him to bring it, because it kind of does work versus the team that I'm bringing, but we'll see what happens. This battle will be taking place right after this, so I'm pretty nervous right now actually talking about this set, but I'm going to click away from his team. You guys can write them down, whatever you want to do, but they're not going to stay up for the remainder of this video. I'm going to move over, and you guys will see the heat that I am bringing to the kitchen this week. So first off, we are bringing Kai. Kai is the Kyurem. Normal Kyurem. This thing is underrated as hell. It's the what's it call it? The EVs? That's not right. So 32 in HP, yes. 252 special attack. And then I don't know why this went down. And then 216 timid. And that is because I want to be able to outspeed Lando T if it's max speed, like Band or something, and not Scarf. I don't know why it would be max speed and not Scarf, but I want to make sure that I outspeed normal max speed Lando T so I can kill it with an Ice Beam. That thing gets evaporated. We're bringing the Life Orb and Roost. Roost is going to be really, really crucial. If I can find times to do it, I really need to do it like as fast as I possibly can, because Life Orb whittles this thing down. It's not super bulky. It's got decent defenses, but it's not super bulky. And I'm going to need to keep this thing alive. It's the only Pokemon on my team that gets like reliable recovery. So we're going to do, well, not that gets, that I'm bringing that has reliable recovery. So I've hidden Power Fire so I can hit the Escavalier on the switch in, because literally nothing on his team wants to take a Draco Meteor or an Ice Beam, because kind of Cradily wants to take a Draco, kind of, it's not as bad, but like nothing wants to take it except for Escavalier. And based off the team comp, I can immediately look at like whatever I switch in on, being Slowbro or whatever, and I can just click the hidden Power Fire, because he wouldn't want to sack his Slowbro. That's just an example. Just he wouldn't want to sack that, and he would just go into the Escavalier, and it does like 60%. So, and then from there, I think a Draco kills, so I could just put out another Draco Meteor. But yeah, I'm excited for that. I think I think this set is pretty fire. Hidden Power Fire, haha. Kill me. Yeah, I think it's gonna put in work. I really like it against his team. It's pretty good. Now, one thing that I noticed that a lot of people all season have been doing, and that's been bringing a lot of Intimidators and bringing a lot of like Will-O-Wisp Mons and stuff like that. They can, or just really like defensive Pokemon, like physically defensive. And I noticed my team does have a lot of really strong physically offensive Pokemon, but we are also very deep on the special side. So I wanted to prove a couple of my Pokemon could have some great sets and kind of like surprise people. I think like this set in particular, Brobat, will surprise a lot of people. It is Black Sludge Infiltrator, Nasty Plot, Heat Wave, Giga Drain, Hidden Power Ice. This is freaking flames, man. This is so good. All right, so reasoning time. Max defense, max special attack. So max defense means I wall the fuck out of Escavalier, and Heat Wave does not kill. However, after Nasty Plot, Heat Wave does kill. So I can Nasty Plot in its face, recover with Black Sludge. I wish I could find a slot on here to put Roost, because then this thing would be a much more reliable sweeper. I wish I could, but I can't fit it in. So we have Giga Drain so that we can, all right, I'm going to pull up his team one more time just so I can look. So I know that I have these things for a reason. We have Heat Wave so that I can hit the Escavalier mainly. That's like the main thing, is to hit the Escavalier. It also does over 50% to Manectric, to Mega Manectric, so it does a good amount. We have Giga Drain for the Swampert and for the Slowbro in particular. It also does neutral to the Cradily, and it's got some decent stuff right there. Then we have Hidden Power Ice after Nasty Plot. It one-shots Lando T. It does a good amount depending on the set of Goodra. It does a good amount to Goodra, and stuff like that. It does a pretty good amount of damage. I think based on the team comp that he brings, this thing could sweep. It does win 1v1 versus Mandibuzz, because Mandibuzz cannot Toxic Stall you, and foul plays and knockoffs aren't going to really do anything, and I can Hidden Power Ice it and Nasty Plot and stuff, so it wins 1v1 versus a lot of things on his team. The only thing I really seeing it not winning 1v1 versus is the Mandibuzz, or sorry, not the Mandibuzz, the Manectric. The Manectric is like the only thing that beats it 1v1, and then maybe Cradily depending on the set. I haven't calced everything with Cradily. Honestly, I haven't calced much with Cradily or Togetic at all. If I see them in the battle, I'll immediately start calcing things and figure out what I have to do, but I'm not really scared of either of those. The next set, I think that one's really, really good. The max defense helps out a lot in a lot of situations. Next one is Mitz. Mitz is definitely fire. He is Toxic Protect, Volt Switch, and Pain Split. The reason for this set is because if you look at his team, he has a lot of good switch-ins to Rotom Heat. However, first off, the main reason I'm bringing this is because it invalidates Mega Manectric as a Pokemon. It literally just like poops on that thing. I'm max Spadef, and I literally give two shits about anything it wants to do. If it has Hidden Power Rock, if it has Hidden Power like Water, it does not matter. It does nothing. I have Toxic because his main switch-ins to a Rotom Heat would be the Goodra, the Swampert, the Lando T, I guess maybe. If he probably doesn't want to risk me having Hidden Power Ice, and he doesn't want to risk me having Willow, so probably not that. But the main things that he'll switch into are Goodra, Swampert, and Cradily. So my way to combat the fact that he wants to switch into Goodra does not have a reliable recovery unless he's bringing Rain Dance, which I doubt he will. So I can just go for Toxic and then whittle that thing down. I can whittle down the Swampert very easily. I can whittle down a lot of things. There's a lot of things on his team where a Toxic just does buttloads, and like all the things that it does buttloads are things that it like that they want to switch into a Rotom Heat. So I think Toxic this week is going to be really good. Pain Split, because if I Toxic something and they're hitting me and I'm down to like 30% or 40% and he wants to switch out into something that's at full HP, I can Pain Split up and then Protect again. And after leftovers, I'm back to like 90%. And this thing is just like, it just lives forever. It just literally lives forever. It's really, really good. It's going to do a lot. I'm not bringing a lot of bulk this week, but this thing doesn't die. This thing will not die. Next, we have my favorite set of the entire thing. My favorite set of this entire team. This set is so godlike. You guys don't even understand. So when Absol Mega evolves, it gets a 115 base special attack stat. I'm going to be running Timid so I can outspeed Lando T. I don't outspeed it as normal Absol. I do as Mega unless he's Scarfed. I have Dark Pulse because Dark Pulse hits... Okay, let's look at everything. Dark Pulse will hit the Manectric pretty well, which I think he can probably one-shot me in some way, but it's whatever. It hits it decently well. It hits the Slowbro. It hits the Goodra, but we have Ice Beam. It hits the... What else does Dark Pulse hit? I think it kills Ambipom. It does a lot. Ice Beam, it does a good amount to the Goodra. It kills Lando T. Now, that's even bulky Lando T. He has to be like max HP, max Spadef Lando T for it to be a roll. He still might die. So it does a ton where that goes. My ideal situation, and I hope I don't get ahead of myself when I get into the situation, is I want to lead Absol because I have Protect, and I can protect and bounce back anything. The worst thing that happens is nothing. I mean, unless they have Feint. That's the worst thing. But I really doubt it'll have Feint. And then I Scout out, and then I Outspeed. The ideal situation is for me to Protect on turn 1, and for him to Intimidate me, obviously, because we're coming in at the same time. So he thinks I'm just dead zoned because I'm an intimidated Absol. And then I want him to use rocks as I protect, so rocks get bounced back, and then I want him to to try to get a slow U-turn as I switch, and me to just blow him the fuck back with Ice Beam. That is ideal. Fire Blast also kills a Scavalier. Alright, so the two main switch-ins to Absol, the normal Absol variant, are Lando T because it'll intimidate it, a Scavalier because it resists all my stabs, or Gallade, I guess, kind of Gallade. I don't even know. Probably not Gallade because I think if I SD up and then I Sucker Punch, Gallade dies. But yeah, so his two main switch-ins both get one-shotted by Special Absol. So I think this thing will do a lot. I'm really excited for it. Brandel is the homie, even though he beat me at Midwest Championships. We're not going to talk about Smash right now. But Matt Brandel, Absol Blogs Pokemon, this Absol is going to do work this week. I guarantee it. Next, we have Pika Blue, which is a bulky 68 in defense so that I can live things from the Gallade, because I don't really have a main Gallade switch in. I literally just now changed the EV spread. I went down from attack because I could one-shot things anyway, and I wanted to be able to live things from the Gallade. I also switched. I was Assault Vest so that I could live things from the Slowbro. But I realized Slowbro is just going to sit there and Psyshock me. Why would I not want that? I should just be defense. So I switched to Leftovers and I gave it Protect. This has two benefits. Number one, if I Toxic things with Mitts, I can Protect with a Azumarill later. Number two, it allows me to get some Leftovers recovery back. If I get hit by stuff, it allows me to get a free turn. Reset, if he's choiced into something, I get to see what he's choiced into. So it definitely helps out on that front, and yeah, I mean, Play Rough to hit all of the things that are weak to Play Rough. It's also a oh yeah, I also wanted Assault Vest to be a Goodra switch-in, but I realized Mitts is a good Goodra switch-in already. I don't have a switch-in to Gallade, so I need to have a Azumarill just in case he brings the Gallade. And then yeah, the Play Rough knockoff Aqua Jet. Knockoff hits things like the stupid Slowbro, Aqua Jets. If I'm able to come in and not be intimidated, does a lot to Lando T. Play Rough hits a bunch of stuff. Yeah, it's just an overall very good Pokemon in general. So next we have Caddyshack. We have max attack, max HP. I am Mold Breaker because there's no reason for me to run anything else because he doesn't have any way to put up sand. I'm not putting up sand. But yeah. So Stealth Rocks, I'm running Focus Sash because I assume my other lead scenario is like if he doesn't have Lando T on his team, I think he'll lead Manectric. He could lead Manectric anyway. And I lead Excadrill. I go for Earthquake. He goes for Flamethrower. It does not matter if he hits me with his Flamethrower because I have Focus Sash and I will live and he will die. And that'll be good. But that's why Focus Sash. Also, in the dire situation, I need to get my rocks up for whatever reason. I'm not even really focusing on rocks. I also wanted a Rapid Spinner just in case, because you never know. If you were to get rocks up, maybe I really need to switch into Mitts, Brobat, or Kai at some point. They're all weak to rocks, and I don't know. That would just suck. So I was like, I need to at least have a plan like C, where I can Rapid Spin and get rid of stuff. So that's why I brought Rapid Spin. But yeah, so that is the team. It's pretty flames. Shout out to the Real August for making the layout that you're seeing for this video. He is the true homie. Whoever wins, man, like, I don't want to beat him, but I do want to beat him. He's just a cool dude, right? He's just a good guy. So hope you guys give him some love. I'll leave his channel in the description below. He also does GFX and stuff, and he's like god at GFX, so definitely go check him out. Definitely the homie. But thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. I will see you on Monday with week 1 of the playoffs. Let's go get him. Deuces. Where's the off button?